Alright guys, so, oh, of course I forgot the C again. So, I have done, since the dig up and the dig down I was putting there, so I don't need to write the urtle of turtle, for digging down, digging up, and digging. I did those off camera really quick. That just took me like 10 seconds to write at most, so, yeah, that's all that I did for that part. That's all I've done off camera so far. And, and write function for the functions that we're going to write today. So, what function are we going to write today? Today, we are going to start working on computer general functions, but first we're going to finish, well, hopefully we're going to start working on computer general functions, so turtles and computers, rather than just turtles. But first we're going to work on the place functions and the select functions. Select functions, I can just, actually, that's like digging. I'm just going to do select, slot, and turtle dot select slot. That was easy. Okay. Function now place. Place is going to be a little more complicated because slot. If slot is nil, actually we should write that up here. If slot is nil, then else. And there you go. Just so if no one ever, if you don't put anything there, it just doesn't do anything. Actually, there's more to this because you need to do return functions. Okay, we're going to go over here first. If turtle.dig, so if it's successfully dug, meaning if it's air or it's bedrock, it won't dig it. So if it's successfully dug, then return true, else return false. And indent the returns. And if turtle.dig up, then end else. Return true. So if it's successfully dug up, then it's successfully dug up. If it didn't, then it didn't. And we're doing just the same thing here. Then else and return. Because I do use the fact, like I do use this to tell if it successfully dug or not, the returning. So I have occasionally used that, for example, right here. So I will continue to use that, most likely. So you should always have, with your functions, you should always have some return, whether it's just true or false, like, even if, like, it should never return false, put it there in case something happens, in my opinion. Or at least just always have a return true, in my opinion, or return information that like the process is going through or something. For debugging, you can always use return and just print out everything it's returning. Or you can have just put print inside. That would probably work better, but you can always just do what you want. But I think at least one return somewhere in there is always a good idea. And instead of using break-in functions, you should, for breaking loops, if it's breaking just to finish the function, always use return. If it's breaking to go to the next part of the function, use the break. That's just my opinion on that matter, but it may not be correct. Okay, so now if slot is nil, then we're just going to do the slot that's currently using. So then slot equals turtle dot get selected slot. So now that we have the slot that we want, then we just we set current slot to equal turtle dot get selected slot. Enter. And now we go t dots, or we just do select, because we already have select just above that, right here. Select slot. So let me do select slot. Now that will select the slot, and then we do turtle dot place, and then we do select. Select select current slot. So if you place, the only reason it wouldn't place is if there's already something there. So I don't need to give a reason. Then return true. Else select current slot. Return false. End. So if it failed to place, it's going to return that it failed to place. If it succeeded in placing, then it's going to say that it succeeded in placing. But there shouldn't be any reason other than the fact that it just can't. Oh, or that the slot is empty. Oh. Okay, we'll do that now. If I say I'll do it later, then I'll never do it until I need it. Okay, so else if turtle dot detect turtle dot inspect. So I'm gonna do a turtle dot inspect here. No, I'm gonna do a if turtle dot get item count. If it equals 0, then select that slot and say no items. Else return false. No place to place block. So they can't place block. Can not. Oh wait, but it also might be an item because you can't place items. Else if turtle dot detect. So if it detects a block, that means there's something there. Then select current slot and return false. Cannot place items. And otherwise, the only other possible reason that you wouldn't be able to place a block cannot place block there. Now we're just gonna copy this and we're gonna make the, now we're gonna go into text edit real quick because I don't feel like getting a fancy program out because I'm only doing a little thing. We're going to replace this with place up or place down, and this with place up or place down. And then we'll be done. So let me just save this, exit, and then let's go over here, and let's open T. And now we're gonna go down here. We have, oh, is that because text editor is already open? Yeah, it was already open. And now there's lots more lines. Okay, so we're gonna copy this. Place up, place up, place down, place down. Alright, now, alright, you don't do a control save, you do just that. There we go, save that, and now, if we reboot this, then expected, in 187, edit, then expected at 187. What was the error? Then expected. There's another error that I considered was a possibility there. That's why I was asking what the error was. Edit, test, print, turtle dot place, save, test, false no items to place. Turtle dot place, false no items to place. Edit, APIs T. So then maybe the problem is was it here? Boolean value, Boolean, and then reason equals turtle dot place. Boolean, save, exit, root, 88, than expected. Now it's probably in the next one, right? Because I copy and pasted this. 188. Oh, well, there, yes. Okay. Alright, okay, I'm going to save this, and now I'm going to modify it using this, okay. Okay, so... Okay, now... down. Up. And then I also forgot, right, after the detect, to put it then, nope. No. For one of the, after the item count, to put it then. Then. Right. And saved. Reboot. Alright, and now edit. Edit. That's what I'm using. Okay, so place. Four. Save. Exit. FD. False, no items. Go forward 3. Okay. Now FD. False, no items. Okay, right, because it checks for that first. So edit FD. Use no slot. So now it should do 1 because that's the current slot. FD. False cannot place items. False cannot place items. Okay, why does it say false cannot place items? So cannot place items is in the wrong spot. That should be there. And this should be here, and I'm actually changing it to blocked. Because it is blocked, okay. And now save that. And now if we reload 213, unexpected symbol, edit APIs. T213. That's pretty far down there. And further. 213. Can not place items. Blocked. Blocked. Items. Save, exit, reload, FD, false, blocked, go, back, FD, true. Just says true, it doesn't give a reason. Okay, I'm gonna break some blocks. Like, occasionally, every once in a while, I can break a block. Okay, so now we've done the placing and the dig. Oh, I could have. Okay, so now we've got our general turtle APIs. The general ones that I wanted to get done this episode. So the placing, the digging, all that. So now I can delete, test, and delete forward. Okay. Oh, I said something about, I had ideas for what APIs I wanted to do for computers, but I forgot what they were. Oh, well. Okay. Okay, guys, actually, I think that's going to be it for the episode. I can't think of anything else to do if it's a little bit of a short episode or a long episode. I can't remember how long I've been recording. I'm sorry, but that's going to be the episode for today.